terms of the euro, what is it actually meaning for Ireland now in terms of its exports?
But it's really important. I mean, if you look at Irish exports, Ireland has the biggest share of exports outside of the euro area. So in particular with the US and with the UK. So the drop in the value of the euro relative to both sterling and dollar will benefit Irish exports. And I'd be particularly focused on the movement in sterling, because that's really where our indigenous exporters export to. And they're getting a real benefit, which will give a boost to growth over the medium term.
And in terms then of lower oil, what's that going to mean for Ireland?
Yeah, look, I mean, Ireland is on its own. It has to import the vast majority of its energy sources. So the drop in oil prices that we've seen over the last 6 months or so is undoubtedly going to be a positive. It does come through with a lagged effect. Obviously, we can see it at the petrol pump, and it should impact consumer spending straight away. But in terms of utility prices, that'll take some time longer to come through. And also, it will affect businesses and consumers alike.
And then interest rates in the Eurozone are at a historic low. Ireland's been criticised for the amount of money that households and businesses have borrowed, but the fact interest rates are so low now, it does give us a little bit of time and a little bit of leeway to get out of that situation.
I think undoubtedly the fact that interest rates are going to be on the floor for the next number of years is the biggest positive for Ireland that we've seen over the last number of weeks and months. Ireland is one of the most indebted countries in Europe in terms of personal debt, and the fact that we will have zero interest rates means that effectively these indebted households can effectively breathe and spend over the next few years. So it gives a bit of a what I would call a window of opportunity for Irish households and Irish consumer, and undoubtedly the Irish economy overall. And because of all of these reasons, oil, exchange rates and interest rates, Ireland looks to be in a bit of a sweet spot for the next number of years.